Hello, Bantam Nation. It's Mr. LaMunyan coming from the gymnasium. My minions will be following me, Mrs. Lang and Mr. Wilson. I have some important information this week. Just to follow up on graduation, we are having another discussion with the Department of Health and the governor determining whether it's still a go. We are planning on it to be a go, and we'll give you more information as we get that. This week's topic is registration. We are going to plan for next year registering classes as if school was normal. Everyone's coming here. You have a block schedule, 4 classes a day with advisory each day. And in doing that, I am speaking specifically to next year's seniors, juniors, and sophomores. We will not be registering freshmen for about 2 more weeks. But for you incoming seniors, juniors, and sophomores, on our website is a registration guide of all the classes and class descriptions that can help you decide classes that you need to choose. On that website is also a link to instructions for how to log into Skyward. You will go into Skyward, into your account, and you will select the classes that you need, understanding that you do need an English, you do need a math, you do need a science, you do need a social studies. And so in order to help you with that, we also have a form online that if you want to pre-populate it, write down what you want and what you're thinking, then you can go online and click it. If you have any issues with this at all or you're not sure which class, your counselors and I are available. My email is on the website. You can get a hold of me and we can arrange a time, maybe do a voicemail to answer any questions that you have. Those of you that are juniors and seniors, you are all eligible to be a teacher aide. Teacher aides need to be by request and approval. So if you want to be an aide for Mr. Frazier out in the shop, if you get his permission, he says yes, we can sign you up for that class. So you can put teacher aide as a possibility, but it'll be your job to get that teacher's permission. So I would start now and emailing and contacting those folks so you can start working on your schedule. So it is a big aspect of what we do. So as we determine how many teachers we have, how many sections we're going to have so we can teach our classes, it's important that we get this done. Registration starts today. Now, it doesn't mean you have to do it today, but the things are open today for you to have access to this information and get started. It ends on May 29th. If you don't get registered by May 29th, you need to get a hold of me so we can work and get that done for you. And parents, just relax here a little bit. If you don't like the schedule after this summer and we're moving too fast, we're more than welcome going to open 2 weeks in August to really talk and help you choose the schedule if something doesn't work out. But we'd like the initial set of classes chosen by May 29th. Thank you.
So, hey, Mr. LaMunyan, here you go. Knew you needed them. God, this big baby. I didn't think registration would make you emotional, but I guess it does. Hey, Mr. Wilson, let's try to get your take down, but under 10 takes. You can do it. You got it. Maybe you need to practice your lines a little bit. That might be helpful. I don't know. Oh, Bantam Nation. Hey, how's it going? So I have some important dates for you. First of all, homework packets. The last day to turn in, or the last homework pickup day, is May 29th. Seniors, your last day to turn in all of your work is June 1st. And all homework is needed to be turned in, all the hard copies, the packets that you've been picking up, all homework is needed to be turned in by June 12th. And of course, our last day of school is scheduled for June 17th. So those are some important dates that you need to be aware of. Also, all students, please make sure that all of your fines, fees, all of that are paid before the end of the school year. Seniors, of course, you need to have that paid before graduation. So make sure you get that turned in. Don't forget that anytime you have your homework done and you want to get it dropped off, we have the drop-off box right outside the front door. You can drop it off anytime during the day and we'll collect it from you. So get that turned in and make sure that you are getting your library books turned in as well. And if you want, you can drop them off in front of the building as well in that box and we'll pick those up for you. Also, there is an office and instructional hours schedule on the website now, and this shows all of the days and times that you can call your teacher. There might be some Zoom meetings for instructional time, and it'll be very, very helpful to kind of break up your week, break up your day. And so be looking for that on the website to see if you're struggling in math, if you're struggling in science. You have office hours that you can be contacting your teacher, or they may even have some instructional times there as well. So that's it for now. Stay safe, Bantams, and we'll see ya.
Hey, Bantam Nation, welcome, and we're glad to see you again. You know, it's been a tough week here. Mr. LaMunyan lost in shuffleboard. I didn't know if you knew this, but he's a real competitive shuffleboard player. He's had a bad mood this week because he lost. And I've seen him never lose, and now he's finally lost, so he's in a bad mood. And Mrs. Lang, oh my gosh, you know, she likes to give me a bad time, but I watched her this weekend. We were doing a little four-wheeling. She was muddy as heck, you know, it looked like her hair was really bad. So it looked like she had a bad hair day. So, you know, just feel sorry for those guys because, you know, they like to give everybody a bad time, but it's been a tough time for them. So anyway, we're glad to talk to you about some athletics and activity opportunities. First thing is summer. We don't know what's going on yet, but just keep contacting your coaches. Keep contacting, find out what we have going. And we don't know, but June 17th, we're hoping we're going to be able to open up and have some internal camps. So just keep contacting those coaches like we talked about. Athletics, like uniform stuff, we have some uniform turn-ins. Today is golf, boys and girls, 11-1 right out front. Make sure you keep your social distance, and then we will collect those and get them back so you don't have any fines and fees. Excuse me, that's Tuesday. Wednesday is baseball from 11-1. And then soccer and softball is 11-1 on Thursday. That's May 19th, 20th, 21st. So you'll stop, hand those, or get out and put them in a box that we have. Make sure you have those all nice and clean. So we're taking those uniforms in. And some of you are asking about PE lockers and athletic lockers, how to get those in. We just have to wait. We're still at stay at home. And hopefully in phase 2, we'll be able to come in and tell you a day to come and get your stuff. So I want to encourage you to still do like Clarkson talks about with the 3A challenge, academics, athletics, and activities. You keep learning, and keep learning. Even though we're getting close to summer, keep learning. And then activities. Do some sort of activity with your family. That's really fun. It could be a board game. It could be anything you want. But make sure you, and some sort of athletic competition. Like I told you, Mr. LaMunyan getting beat in shuffleboard, or Mrs. Lang. She's pretty funny because she's a pretty good rider, but she's a muddy rider. So anyway, have some sort of activity and some sort of athletic event. So this is for you, Mr. LaMunyan. Oh! Ooh, that was right on.